Turn that mower off now. This property is under HOA violation.
I'm clearing it for free because she cannot manage it.
Please let him finish. My husband can barely breathe inside today.
Your family problems do not cancel HOA rules or fines.
A home can look abandoned from the street, but that does not mean the person inside has given up. Sometimes they are still there, still trying, just no longer strong enough to keep the outside looking like the life they are fighting to hold on to. Before we step into this one, tell me where this story found you today. I always love seeing how far a small moment of kindness can travel, from one quiet street to people watching all over the world. The yard was only half cleared when the police car stopped beside the curb. One side of the walkway was open, the porch steps were safe again, and the old sharing cart had finally come out from under the vines. But the HOA manager pointed at the remaining grass as if none of that mattered. She told the officer I had ignored her order, that Marion had received repeated notices, and that the property was hurting the neighborhood. The officer looked stern, until he noticed the oxygen tubing through the open window, the walker by the door, and the 2 chipped teacups on the tray. I explained that Marion was fighting severe arthritis while caring for Eli, whose lungs were failing, and that every dollar they had went toward keeping him breathing. The manager said hardship did not erase the rules. Marion looked through the window and whispered that Eli used to believe community standards should begin with people, not grass. I went back to the metal box inside the cart and asked whether she wanted me to open it. Her swollen fingers could not work the latch, so she nodded. Inside were dozens of folded cards wrapped in plastic. The first said, "Thank you for the tomatoes when Dad lost his job." The second said, "Your soup vegetables fed us during Mom's treatment." Another, written by a child, said, "Mr. Eli told me taking help is not the same as giving up." Marion sank into the porch chair. She said she thought everyone had forgotten the summers when Eli filled that cart before sunrise and left food without asking who could pay. At the bottom of the box was one newer envelope addressed to them. I read it aloud. It said, "You fed this street when we were struggling. Please let us know when it is our turn." The officer stopped writing. Even the HOA manager went quiet. Then Eli tapped weakly on the window from his chair. Marion lifted one of the cards so he could see it, and he smiled behind his oxygen tube. The officer said this family had not abandoned anything. They had cared for the street for years and had finally become too sick to ask for help. He told the manager there would be no police action and asked her to review the fine. Then he helped me move bags of weeds to the curb. A neighbor brought water, another brought fresh soil. Someone else offered to mow every other week. The manager stood silent, then removed the notice and said the